Hello everyone, good morning and welcome to Morning Verses with Mike. Thanks for hopping in here and joining me this morning. I hope your day has started off great so far. So this morning I am continuing to read from this book, Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. It's a 365-day devotional. So we have 3 verses that we're going to be sharing this morning. Oh, I want to pop this up on the screen. Just a reminder that I am sharing from my personal page as well as the YouTube page as well as the Morning Verses with Mike page there on Facebook. So if if you're watching live, thank you so much. Throw some thumbs up and some likes and some loves. Share the video. That's one way that we can get the word out and share our faith and communicate and have some positivity with others. If you're watching later, same thing. Please share the video if you're gaining something out of these on social media. That would be absolutely fantastic. So this morning, as I said, we're reading from Jesus Calling. I am going to read the 3 verses that she offers out of the New Living Translation of Every Man's Bible here. The 3 verses that we're going to be sharing this morning are John 14:27, Isaiah chapter 30 verse 15, and 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4. So I am going to dive into those right away and then I'll share the devotional. So starting with John 14:27, I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart, and the peace I give is a gift the world cannot give, so don't be troubled or afraid. So it's that staying constant. Next is Isaiah 30:15. Oops. Page behind myself there. 30:15 is, this is what the sovereign Lord, the Holy One of Israel says, only in returning to me and resting in me will you be saved. In quietness and confidence is your strength, but you would have none of it. And lastly this morning, for this devotional, 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4 says, we use God's mighty weapons, not worldly weapons, to knock down the strongholds of human reasoning and to destroy false arguments. So each of these is talking about spending one-on-one time with God. And we do end up wound up like every day. So many things are coming at us from every different direction that often we do need that time and peace and quietness with God. So getting into the devotional this morning for September 12th, and it says, receive my peace. It is my continual gift to you. The best way to receive this gift is to sit quietly in my presence, trusting me in every area of your life. Which is what I was just saying. Sometimes we got to slow down and have that one-on-one time with God so that we can speed up the rest of our lives, because on the outside, everything's moving so quick anyway. Excuse me, trusting me in every area of your life. Quietness and a trust accomplish far more than you can imagine, not only in you, but also on earth and in heaven. When you trust me in a given area, you release that problem or person into my care. Spending time alone with me can be a difficult discipline because it goes against the activity addiction of this age. You may appear to be doing nothing, but actually you're participating in battles going on within spiritual realms. You are waging war, not with the weapons of the world, but with the heavenly weapons which have divine power to demolish strongholds. Living close to me is a sure defense against evil. And so it's very important to make sure that you do take the time to slow down, connect with God, spend the one-on-one time, spend time in prayer. Prayer that's that communication with God that allows us to just connect and slow down and reflect. And I guess there's not a lot of other words. Sometimes I search for words and I'm trying to put stuff in, and it's just a connection and reflection there, that prayer with God. And I'm going to read that again because, or not the whole thing, but this particular line, it says, spending time alone with me can be a difficult discipline because it goes against the activity addiction of this age. Even the other day I was mentioning to my wife, I had spent some time praying and I was sitting, I just had time. And it does feel awkward sometimes because constantly there's so much going on that we feel like we get addicted to having to do something and to act. And I'm a big fan of action. I think it's really important that we're taking action in our lives to move forward. But there is a split. Oftentimes we're doing so much that we don't know how to slow down. We don't know how to slow down and just have moments to ourselves or with our loved ones. We don't know how to slow down and just have moments with God. And so that's what this is encouraging us. I'm going to remind everybody of the 3 verses we shared this morning if you want to go back and take a look. John chapter 14 verse 27, Isaiah chapter 30 verse 15, and 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4. So for those of you that are joining me, again, Jeff, I see you over there, Will, R. Dewey Whitworth, thank you guys for hopping in here live. Do me a favor, if you're gaining something out of these, share the video, share the word, share your faith a little bit, and spread some positivity to others. Do me a favor, if you have a verse that's impacting you, because I am a huge believer and a huge fan of the fact that different verses in the Bible will hit us differently at different times. So like for this week, I'm being very linear with it. I'm sharing specifically from this devotional just to get a change up. But a lot of times, different verses speak to us differently. So if you have something that's impacting you, do me a favor, share that in the sidebar. Share it in the comments down below on YouTube, and I'd love to continue the conversation with you after the video. Quick reminder, I do this every weekday morning at 6:15, and I would love to have you join me. So when you see these video reminders pop up, click the reminder button, click the notification button so you get notified. And look forward to seeing you again, 6:15 Mountain Time tomorrow. Until then, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. We'll talk to you soon, everybody.